We have one of the most positive, joyful, abundant days of the year coming up on November 24th, 2019. This is when Venus at 28 degrees of Sag is exactly conjunct Jupiter at 28 degrees of Sagittarius. This will be exact November 24th at 8:24 a.m., but the energy will certainly be in effect Friday, Saturday, and Sunday of that weekend. So it's wonderful to look at what you can plan or what is happening in your life November 22nd through November 24th. Now, this energy is so expansive and big because Jupiter is in its home sign of Sagittarius and is receiving a conjunction from the feminine lover energy of Venus. So there is this huge expansive energy around all things Venus. This is about love, money, relationships, but travel, learning, expansion, receiving, understanding. This is an expansion around divine feminine energies, what you've been learning about yourself, your truth, and even a new sense of belief in yourself. This is about the belief systems that create the energy of your life. And there is a sense of love for self that shows up during this conjunction, which then is put out into the world. It's almost like the personal aura is being invigorated with a new energy of love, acceptance, worthiness, and self-value. So if you have felt like you've been stumbling or struggling, there is something here for you to see in yourself, to accept and to love, and to expand it into your aura in a way that creates a new energy field, which then shows up as the physical manifestations of money, finances, love, relationships, friendships. That's how the energy works. It starts within you, and that's what you then create in the world. So this is a beautiful day to set an intention for yourself, to understand who you are now, the journey you've been on, what you have faced, what you have healed, what you have come to understand, what you have learned. It also is an invitation to keep learning, because Sagittarius energy is the seeker and the explorer. It knows there's always more. It's a very positive, uplifting energy, and that's where it keeps going. The Sagittarius energy says, I'm ready for more. I'm ready for the next adventure, and I'm not going to give up on myself regardless of what has happened before. So there is certainly a resurgence of energy here. Now, what also makes this conjunction very special is that it is happening just after both Venus and Jupiter were conjunct the Galactic Center. The Galactic Center is currently at 27 degrees of Sagittarius and 7 minutes. And it is where we are expanding our human consciousness, where we're opening up to energies, more downloads, higher understandings. It's certainly helping with our spiritual expansion and understanding more about what is possible in the world. We are learning a lot at this time on the planet. And the Jupiter energy, as well as Venus, is very supportive, is very much about how we benefit from the expansion of consciousness. And it gives you a strong sense of self. Every fire sign is about your healthy ego development, how you are feeling good in your own skin, how you are living your life in a way that resonates with the energy of your soul. So this energy can show up as well as exaggeration, propaganda, huge expectations. It can be a giant hot air balloon. So what you want to do is manage this energy by looking at your journey, especially since 2006. That's because Pluto in Sagittarius was at the same area in your chart in 2006. And so here we are 13 years later, right? There's been a lot that's changed personally, collectively. This brings in faith in the bigger picture. It's also a point of soul reflection, soul enthusiasm, the spiritual journey of it all, and loving yourself, which is Venus. Loving yourself for what you have learned, the wisdom you've obtained. And that's especially important because it's at the late degrees of Sagittarius. Now, the sun in Sagittarius will not be conjunct Jupiter because Jupiter is going to go into Capricorn on December 2nd. So by the time the sun is conjunct Jupiter in late December, they will both be in Capricorn. So this conjunction with Venus is asking you to return to how you're able to love yourself and feel good about yourself during big world changes, during the healing journey, during this wild ride of a human journey, and to return to faith in yourself, that you are responsible for your energy, you are responsible for your mind, you are responsible for how you approach life. And all of that is rooted in your belief systems. So there's something that you're seeing here in yourself around what has been working for you and where you're ready to go higher and to see something from a new vantage point that supports who you are now. There's a lot of energy with this conjunction. There can be big purchases, big spending. That's the Venus energy with the money and finances of I'm feeling really good, or I've just had a windfall, or even the feeling that abundance has finally come in. Your ship has come in, and there can be an impulsiveness with this energy. There can also be a huge restlessness. This can also be the desire to travel, to go somewhere new, to have a fresh adventure. So there's a lot happening over this weekend that is asking you to keep expanding, keep growing, keep learning, keep going, and you might even feel it physically. Sagittarius rules the legs and is able to go long distances, such as a marathon runner. And you could feel that I have to get out, I have to go somewhere, and I'm ready. And there could be people, friends, women waiting for you or to connect with you there. So that's why it's also a good day for love, being recognized, being connected to others, a great day for friendships and anything that relates to how you relate and create with others. So a few more things to note about this weekend, November 22nd to the 24th, is that we also see that the sun in Sagittarius is making a lovely trine to Chiron at 1 degree of Aries. This is also very healing, and it supports a sense of self that is coming together. I mean, this is the Chiron in Aries is understanding who you are now, the new parts of you that are being birthed. And that sun in Sag brings in confidence to be who you are. Then we also have this revisitation of the Grand Trine in water signs because Mercury has stationed direct as of November 20th. So Mercury's now direct in Scorpio and is again creating this Grand Trine in water, which I've talked about in other videos, connecting with the North Node at 10 degrees of Cancer, and then also connecting with Neptune at 15 degrees Pisces retrograde. So this energy will be in effect early in the week as well. I feel like there's something here that returns faith, returns trust in yourself. What you're learning to trust in yourself is gaining strength and confidence, a sense of who you are now, what you can handle, what you're capable of. The strength of who you are now is just really strong. Really strong. So this is a beautiful energy, and I really wanted you to be aware of it so you know how to make the most of it in your life, in your choices, in your chart. You would look at where 28 degrees of Sagittarius is, which house it's in, and that's where you would experience this expansion, abundance, generosity, invitations, desire for adventure. Okay, so it's just a really great energy, and we'll take it, right? We'll take it because we've got big energies coming up in 2020 that aren't going to be this fun. So this is an energy of fun, excitement, adventure. Do what you can as November, the last 10 days of November, really wants us to enjoy the best of life. Now, if you are wanting to learn more about the powerful and rare energies of 2020, I do have a webinar program for you. You can find it below this video, and it talks about the major astrology of 2020. I mean, the astrology is so rare throughout the whole year. It gives you an overview, shows you what to look for in your chart. You can see the retrogrades. You can learn about the 6 eclipses. And also, the first half of the year is very different from the second half of 2020. The best thing is that you can sign in. You just keep returning to this information and revisiting it throughout 2020. So I did that. I created this program because I think it's essential for so many people to consciously know their energy and to work with these energy dynamics. So you can find out more about 2020 Soul Growth Astrology below this video. Otherwise, I'll be back here soon on YouTube with another video for you to keep putting together these pieces of astrology. Thank you.